Guess I'll keep. I can't move any of the cards in my hand. When it's on 5, my hand is quite good. And the Cavern of Souls looks a little out of place, but I don't think it's going to mess me up any. At least I hope not. Yeah, but it's a 3 creature combo, and they have to have at least one of the creatures in play on your turn. In my experience, being able to just fight the life gainer is good enough. Okay, well, we're playing a mirror match, and my hand is great for the mirror. Except I don't have the ley line opener. But I do have turn 2 Old Growth Troll, turn 3 Nykthos 5-drop, something like that. Although maybe I should just go Outcaster, Suspend into Cavalier, draw card. They don't have the turn 2 Old Growth Troll possible, which is nice. Alright, so they have basically the same draw as us, and they're on the play, but they're way fewer cards, but that can change very quickly. So we can go land, Cavern, Troll, play Troll. For the next turn, we can go Nykthos, Cavalier, and attack for 4. But we'll draw less cards from the Outcaster. Alright, we'll just do the same thing. I do like plotting the Outcaster for mana. We can even go... Let's see. Is there... Maybe if we Cavern... I don't think we can go Old Growth Troll into Cavalier. I don't think we'll have enough mana for that. I think we'll be 1 short. So we'll just cast Cavalier and then go for the kill on the following turn. Well, Jund, everyone does it once, and then they learn. Like the stepping stones. Alright, so they played Oddity. I wish I had my 4/4 in play now. Now we might die next turn. Alright, play the Outcaster. Make a green. And I guess we'll just play this on Elemental. This is kind of how I envision Cavern working most of the time, is that we use it to play green on one creature, but after that we just don't need it anymore. I think we'll need green over the hostile. Actually, we might need the hostile to be able to get back the big thing. Oh, but it's untapped and I could have played Oath. That's a mistake. That's a punt. Small punt, but a punt. I would have loved to have played an Oath there. Just to juice my Nykthos a little. We also had a Storm the Festival, which could let us go bananas next turn. Next turn, I think I'll go Forest, Old Growth Troll. Activate Nykthos. Something like that? Maybe not. Oh, this should have probably named Troll for this turn, for this reason. Or this should have gotten the green source. A couple of small misses there. They found Troll, so they can cast Troll with the 2 mana floating off the elf. They can't really attack into the invasion, though. We'll do some eating. If they have another Nykthos, they can go another Nykthos into stuff. Scary. Very scary. Although they didn't have to do this. If they're not continuing to combo this turn, I think this is a mistake. They're blowing up my Nykthos. Okay. Well, we can maybe find another with this invasion or the Oath. Both of our Besages went to the graveyard. Found another one out natural. That feels good, man. Alright, so we'll go Troll. Draw a card. Pick those for a bunch. Let's go Stormin. Or Cavalier, rather. Found another Nykthos, so now we can keep going. We'll go Oath for free, basically. Take the Cityscape. Any order's fine. 12 mana. So we can storm and try to keep going, or we can just cityscape. I think just cityscape is enough. Because we can maybe hit Trailblazer and constrict their combo potential. This is what I did in one of the mirrors that I played. I don't care about the Ulmwald Oddity at this point, because I just care about keeping them off of comboing. Take another Cavalier. Take a Kiora. And now I'm going to send Cavalier at one of these. I don't think I send the Outcaster. Maybe I do, actually. Send one of both. Maybe I'd die if I do that. We'll just send Cavalier only. I think if I'd killed Ulmwald Oddity, there's a chance that I can't die anymore, because some lists still only play the one Oddity. And we're only playing one Oddity because we have the Hostile Hotel. Hostile. That was a pretty good turn, chat. Pretty good turn, if I do say so myself. One card in hand, no draw engine. Let's hope they don't have Storm the Festival. So they flip Oddity. That's no skin off my teeth. Not close to enough damage to punch through anything. We'll just attack with Leveler, kill it. On top of making a million permanents. So the game is over. I will, I guess, just double block. 8. Yeah, let's double block. As much as I want the lands to be able to help me, I also need to see how often they hurt me, right? If they're not hurting me, then that's great. All right, I'm going to get back Nykthos here, since we just have a billion mana. An extra land to play. All right, so we'll go Fiora. That triggering every time I cast a spell, kind of annoying. 11. So we'll go Cavalier. Think I get Storm back because I have plenty of mana? I mean, I have plenty of cards also. All right, and I also just don't think it matters, but I think Nykthos is my way to just ensure that I have enough mana to kill. So now we'll just go untap. We'll just not spam. All right, do we Stone Brain the Mirror? And what do you name? Do you just name? I guess you just name Nykthos. All right, so let's see what we're cutting. I think on the draw, it's all about the leyline stuff, man. On the draw, you have to have the leyline Nykthos to keep up. I really just don't think we can cut much of anything except Oaths and Invasions. These are like the only 5 cards that I ever want to cut in any matchup. And they're just so important. I don't like Tail Swipe, so I'll bring in the 3 Stonebrain, and I'll cut 2 Oath and Invasion. Although Invasion's actually maybe worse than Oath in the matchup, because it's hard to attack, and Oath is just cheaper. Oath can miss, though, but we're cutting something that Oath can miss on for something else Oath can miss on, so we're not increasing the misses. Verstock over Mommy? I mean, we're just trying it. I personally prefer the Mommy build, but, you know. It is what it is. Got a mulligan this one. Not enough mana. Okay, so here we have to keep and hope that we draw land and or Nykthos. And we're going to put back 1 Trailblazer. And we just hoped for the best. We're on the draw in the mirror match. You literally can't do anything about breaking parity except Leyline plus Nykthos. All right, no elf from them. And so if we draw land naturally, we'll have a great start here. And the hostile hotel, and one of the reasons why the specialty lands I think are okay is for this exact reason. You have draws where you just turn 0 Leyline, and your utility lands just can tap for green. They can play elves. They can play old growth trolls. Invasion O Ixalan. Let's see what they reveal. All right, any land is great, but Nykthos is the juice. Nykthos is the juice. Chat. Can I get your energy to draw the Nykthos? Chat, is it Nykthos time? No, it's nothing. Another stupid Leyline. This is like a high risk, high reward hand, but we already mulliganed to 6. And I think that we just have, 2 Oaths, 4 Nykthos. Any untapped land is pretty good with these. You tried? Okay, thanks, Houseboat. Alright, so they put Outcaster Trailblazer in suspend. Land? Man! Can't even get just a regular old land. Can't even get a regular old land. I'd even take a Cavern of Souls at this point. The funny thing is, I think if I draw Nykthos next turn, I still win. And I might even be able to win if I draw the turn after that as well, because they're not pressuring me too badly. They are probably about to play Outcaster into Big Boy. Oh, no. So it's going to be Cure into Trailblazer Elf. Maybe Elf. Maybe Fight into Elf. If they fight this, I think I'm dead. With, what you calls it. Although I think if they had Tail Swipe, they would have went Elf, Tail Swipe your Elf last turn. Old Growth Troll. Okay, Nykthos, please. Please. Nykthos, please. What do we think, chat? You think Stonebrain's any good? Jesus fucking Christ. Out of my deck. The worst fucking card in the whole deck. We are not very close to doing anything, so let's mulligan. This hand is pretty good. We're going to keep. And we'll just put back Storm. Yeah, you're right, Amorous. You're right. I wonder if there's an argument to put back Troll. I'm going to save that. Let's go... Whatever, it doesn't matter. Taps for green. We do have Boseiju for a Nykthos from them, but I will probably have to play next turn to get Cavalier online sooner. I think on the play, just being full combo is mostly good, because our deck is just insanely powerful. And being on the play is like a freebie. Outcaster Trailblazer. Let's see if they have the fight spell. It's just Elf. Just Elf. I hope I draw a Nykthos. Wish we could play 8 Nykthos. Chat, would you play 8 Nykthos? Alright. I don't have anything to play defense, so I'll just sit back on Troll in case they play Invasion. No reason to be aggressive here. We have the Boseiju, which we can use to break up a Nykthos combo. Nykthos chain. If we don't have to burn the Boseiju, I'll use it for Cavalier next turn probably, but I'll obviously hold on to the Boseiju as long as I can. I'm not sold on the hostile. I'm not sold on this main deck Cityscape leveler. But I kind of like having an extra thing for Cavalier to find. And an extra thing that triggers all my draw effects. I personally really like the Elfsnord and Mother Machines in the deck. But basically no one else is doing it anymore. And so I feel like maybe I'm just falling behind in terms of testing or whatever. But then you have games like this where if I just had Hardcast Elfsnord in this turn, the game would end. So, you know. I do think the one of Cavern is going to be great long term. And I don't mind the second one in the sideboard at all. I find Castle Garenbrig. I think we can attack now. And then next turn we can Cityscape, I believe. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Oh, we need one more land to be able to. That's okay. The Garenbrig Act says 2 mana for the Cityscape, which is another reason to play Castle in this build. Mom's so importing a Somali game 1. I think it's just a great card. It also just lets you combo like crazy, which I really liked. And it costs so little. A Blyset Path, or, you know, green-white Pathway, a Temple Garden. The ley lines are already there. I was already playing the Sunken Citadels, but I did Sunken Citadel on white quite a bit. Alright, so this could be bad for us. They did have the Sandbag Nykthos to gain 1 extra mana. That allowed them to play Storm here with 2 floating. And Storm with mana floating. Pretty gross. The elves aren't technically floating, but you know what I'm saying. This will let them draw 2 cards. If they find another Nykthos, they can go wild. And they can already go pretty wild with the Cure untapped. So I think that we're going to die here. And there's nothing I can do about it. They milled over Ulvimald Oddity, and they're playing Elshnorn. And so I think that they can no longer kill me on this turn. And so I'll have my own turn to combo back, which might be nothing. I might end up doing nothing, you know. I'm not sure what Vista is, but there's Games and Comics Paradise out of Fairfax, Virginia, is our sponsor. So they're kind of doing it because they drew Nykthos and we didn't. If we draw Nykthos next turn, we can maybe do some stuff with the Storm the Festival and Cityscape Leveler. But they have the 2 Outcaster Trailblazers acting as draw engines and the Nykthos. So their whole game plan is just running very nicely right now. I don't think they played a land yet either. It's turn 4, and they cavaliered us once. So maybe they have played a land. Nine cards in hand. But again, they're oddities in the graveyard, which takes away a lot of their combo kill potential, and they're basically just going to play everything to the board and stare at me. Okay, so we'll go for... I guess we just play Cavalier. We can't hit Nykthos off of it to do anything this turn. We will take the Nykthos. We'll say go. We could float mana off a castle, but then we're still 1 short because it can't be used to activate. And now we basically just try to not die this turn. They're going to basically be able to draw their deck. And then we get a chance to draw our deck and combo kill them. 16 mana. They could have a second Ulvimald Oddity, but when they play Elshnorn, they usually don't. And when I was playing the Mommy version, I was not playing the Hostile. They have another Storm the Festival in the graveyard. They can basically play their whole deck here. Okay, so they do have a second Ulvimald Oddity, so we're just dead. That's fine. GG. Opener is good enough to keep. Elephant to Cure is always a nice look. Plains. Uh-oh. We're in the mono-white bracket. Are there any good mono-green matchups, chat? Does mono-green have any good matchups? That's what the experts are asking. Question is, do I ever block? I guess if they play Thalia, I block. Coppercoat? I think no on the Coppercoat play. Alright, so we'll play Kiora, untap, play Elf, and then if they threaten to kill the Kiora, I'll block because I can still play Cavalier next turn even through. Let's see what they play and how they attack. Hopeful Dauntless. Okay, so they didn't play a buffer. So this is 5 damage. Let's see where they go. If both both are going face, we'll just soak it. And now I can Cavalier or Storm. I think we just play Cavalier. This will draw us a card, get us a land. This is giving this protection. Alright, I will untap an elf just in case they conceded. I'm not even doing anything. Not even doing anything that good. Alright, bring in the Gargaros and the Tail Swipes. And because of Thalia, I think that these cards are just too weak. In general, I think that Oath and Invasion... Okay. Opponent just had enough. The only wins we get are when people are so frustrated they quit. Welcome to Pioneer. Would love to play first. Oh, Leyline Nykthos Elf Opener? Keep. This hand is cracked, chat. This hand is legitimately excellent. Even if they kill Elf, we're in business. We have a backup Elf and an Oath. Let's see if they have the kill spell. Blood Crypts. Nope, it's tapped. They're dead, chats. Alright, so we'll go bump 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 ba da. Wow. Alright, so we don't have the nut, but we do have another activation of the Nykthos here. We'll go Oath, looking for a 5-drop. Any big thingy that draws a card is good enough, though. Cavalier, perfect. Any order's fine. Putting 2 Nykthos on the bottom means it's going to be a little harder to full combo, but, I mean, this is still nuts. Yeah, okay. See, chat, we are the bad guy. Alright, Rakdos mid. Any sideboard things? I think we just leave as is. The Cityscape level would normally come in as, like, one of the only things, but I don't love Nissa or Garg. Pick your poisons. I'm on the fence about. Stonebrains, definitely not. Nemurkul, probably not. That good, chat? Every game is a complete one-sided slaughter. And we're just on the outside looking in sometimes, I guess. Okay. It's weird that it happened twice. And it's quite good. Turn 1 Elf. If they kill it, we have Invasion. If they don't kill it, we go turn 2 Cure Oath. Looking for, I guess, a green source for the Troll. Kill it! Kill it with fire! Alright, I am now going to Oath in case. House Invasion. Change my mind. Alright, now I guess I just troll, since I already have a Nykthos and the elf is weak. I mean, this will be the matchup where I want to concede early, right? Ledger Shredder? Ledger Shredder? That's bullshit. I can't even play this Oath of Nissa. Can't even play this Oath of Nissa, chat. It's unfair. Oh no. If they consider over another Phoenix here, I'm in trouble. Alright, well, I'm still in trouble. Here comes 5-ball. If this is going at Kiora, don't know. If it's going at face, maybe. This is turn 3! This is illegal! You can't kill my stuff and attack me for 5 on turn 3. That's illegal. Alright, so they're going face. Susie, save your love. Oh, that's a good draw, actually. Alright, so we'll go... Castle. And this is why I like Castle. I get to double 3-drop creature off of Castle quite often. Alright, so now next turn, even if they kill my Kiora, I'll still get a good Nykthos turn. But if they just play like another Phoenix or something, we might be in trouble. But we're going to have a pretty stellar next turn with Cityscape, blown up Shredder, and Kiora drawing some cards. Unless they... I mean, they can certainly kill the Kiora, which I would recommend that they do. So they're freeing the Fae. They find a Lightning Axe. Luckily, I have this Forest, so any kill spell on the Troll makes them go to the land zone. Keeps the pips around for the Nykthos. Alright, so they did get back an Axe. Now they're going to play like a draw spell looking for, I think, oh, what's it called? They're looking for a Phoenix. Why are they doing this now? They have a Lightning Axe in hand that they can use to pitch the Phoenix. I think that was just a punt. Oh, they did find Phoenix, though, so now they're going to hit us for 10. So they can go face, they can kill Kiora and hit us for 4. And then we get a somewhat unfettered turn with Nykthos and some stuff. Alright, so the invasion is adding to my Nykthos count here. I don't think I'll use the castle this turn. Jaeger, no sir. No sir, Jaeger. No, Jaeger. I'm no, dude. No. Alright, so this is what, 7? So we can Jaeger, stop it! I'm trying to think if we can Nykthos into castle. And we can Oath first, maybe? Can we go? I guess we can go Oath, Elf. Alright, let's go. I don't want them to get another Ledger loot, so let's go 7 into Garenbrig. And we'll go Leveler with most of the mana. Kill the Ledger. And now, with the mana floating, I think maybe we just double Elf, and then next turn we'll have more mana to start with Oath to go for the kill. I will go 4 at the invasion and 4 at face. Alright. Here we go. Cityscape's quite good there. So far, the Cavern of Souls has not messed me up. The Castle Garenbrig has been actively good multiple times and has not messed me up. I'm still not sold on the Hostel. Free the Fae digging. Got another Picklock Prankster, which can mill 4 more, looking for another Phoenix. They need all 4 Phoenix to kill me this turn, I think. They'd have a Lightning Axe in hand. With them at 16, I think that Cityscape, Trolls, and Belligerent are lethal next turn. But maybe Oath can find us even more. Obviously, they can kill some stuff and make it not lethal, but it's a big attack coming. They can't really pressure me unless they're killing me, I think. Jaeger just wants to be on camera. Alright, so let's say they tapped land. That's horrible for them. I know that they have Lightning Axe in hand, so if we attack and kill Phoenix, they axe 1 creature, they block 1 creature, they only take 14. And so we're basically just going to try to Oath into combo, or Oath into some sort of combo. Alright, they didn't attack with either Phoenix. Reachor gets indestructible. Not really that big of a deal. It's mostly there just to draw cards off of the Doras and other thing. Looks like they are going to hit it with an axe here, though. But they didn't do it last turn and make another Phoenix, which I find strange. Oh, they're sacking Torch the Tower. That's fine. They still have axe in hand. Alright, let's find something cool. Just another troll. And we're not drawing cards either. Alright, so they can't block the elf. Let's see. Actually, can they? Let's see. If we hit this for 8, 12, 16... Are they just dead? Am I dumb? They block... Yeah, I think they killed the wrong thing. They needed to kill a troll. Because this is just trample lethal. And they had to block the Regisaur. Alright, do we want the Stonebrains for Phoenix? I don't think so. I think we just, again, do nothing. I have the most success with Mono Green when I just don't play any sideboard cards. Scarg worth it all, or is it just for red decks? It's basically just for red decks. I guess it could come in against Spirits as well because it has reach. But I don't think Spirits is that much of a role player in the format. Alright, game 2. I think we mulligan this one. I don't think it's that bad. It's just not that good. He put back one of the 2 storms. We have a very strong opener. If our elf dies, that's fine. We just have a backup. The Birdman. Honestly, Great Gargoth might not be that bad in this matchup, if I'm being honest. They often have like Ether Gust and Brazen Bar after sideboard, though, which makes it much worse. You know, them hitting Cavalier of Thorns or the Brazen Bee has significant ramifications, whereas hitting a Gargoth is like they get a big breath of fresh air. Alright, looted away lands. And they kill my elf too. Dang. And they axed, so there are 2 cards in hand. They don't have a Phoenix yet, which is nice. And we drew Troll and Cure. So let's go for Cure first. And now, next turn we'll go Troll, draw a card, looking for land drops. Let's hope that they can't chain off into a Phoenix. If they grow the Ledger Shredder by just 1, I'll count that as a win. If they cast Treasure Cruise, though, maybe not. Maybe we're in trouble. But this is every round with Phoenix. They're just every deck in this format just does the exact same thing every game. There's just enough redundancy across like every card type. All right, so here's a Phoenix, so they will get to attack for 5. Opponent's playing quite well in terms of sequencing. I think last game they chucked it by not attacking Cure early enough, and then I don't know. They also killed the wrong thing when we went for our kill turn. I mean, this game we went Alpha died, Kiora. It takes 5. Oh, they didn't kill it. Okay, let's go Troll. Land drop would be nice. We didn't hit it. We could have played Invasion. I think that's significantly weaker. Now we can Invasion looking for Nykthos, play Nykthos, untap a land, and then activate Nykthos for 5. Play some stuff. One mana cruise. I will say that the Nykthos Leyline part of the deck is significantly better against Phoenix than many of the other matchups you're going to face, because it's a way to juice your mana without oh no. Alright, so they're gusting my Kiora. I think I'll just put it on bottom. We already have another one. Oh, they found another Phoenix, so this is 9. I don't think there's anything we can draw here. GG. Tough draw. Is there any... I mean, there's been like some people talking about board and picker poison just to kill Ledger Shredder. I think that that's solid. But I haven't done it yet because I thought it was weak. But the more I play against them, the more I realize that Ledger Shredder is just like the only card that matters early. So let's just try it. Might as well try it. Once they already have the Phoenix and stuff online, it's kind of a bummer. I do like that it can kill Prof Eidetic. But I think having something to kill profs is a mistake, but having something that has splash damage for it is fine, like a Besage or whatever. Worst hand I've ever seen. One of the best hands I've ever seen. All right, we're gonna keep this hand for sure. What do we put back? Part of me wants to put back the Elf because I know it's gonna die, but I think we can just put back Storm. Maybe put it back. Troll was the move, but all right, that's a good one. The Birdman. I think I don't play the Elf. I think playing the Elf just to give them a Ledger Shredder trigger is weak. Another Ledger. Sleight of hand lets them loot 2, but they can't bird me this turn. But we basically are stuck in only playing 1 spell turn limbo until we combo kill. But we're pretty close to combo killing, thanks to Leyline Nykthos Cavalier. But this is also kind of why I don't really care about Garg. Like you saw last game, they had Ether Gust. They're just able to go very fast and wide, thanks to Ledger Shredder Phoenix. And everyone who loves playing Phoenix because of Ledger Shredder. It's such a strong card. Well, we'll attack for 4 before we do anything. Because I'm probably going to play 2 spells this turn. Maybe not. Guess we just say go. I really don't want to play Elf just to give them 2 triggers. If we could somehow play the Cavalier, then sure, but it would have been difficult to do so. Next turn, we can Nykthos into Castle for an extra mana. Not sure if that's worth, because I guess it depends on what we draw next turn. Young Pyromancer. Consider. Okay, so they still have 1 land drop to play, but they can't get back Phoenix this turn. Seems like they could be tough to play against for Phoenix. Maybe. I don't feel comfortable. Even though I have tons of mana and some stuff to do. Putting back the Storm in the Festival over the Elf was a judgment call. Like, I knew I wanted to go fast, and I could punish them for not having a turn 1 removal. But they are just so inclined to have turn 1 removal based on their build and how the matchups play out, you know? Wonder if I should attack for 5 before I do anything with Cavalier. Alright, so we can't Storm the Festival from the graveyard, more than likely. Unless we hit another Nykthos and a Storm. So I guess we'll take the Hostile to get back the Hydra. And then I'll go Elf off the creature. It'll give him 2 triggers. And then I'll play Troll. think I just say go. I don't really want to sack anything, but I will offer like a double block on a Ledger Shredder or something. And if they kill it, then we can get back the Ulvenwald Oddity. And we can play it and activate and attack for lethal. Assuming they don't have Ether Gust or something, but it's unlikely they'll be able to play 3 spells and hold up Ether Gust, but they do have that capability. Play some Storm last night for fun. It was interesting. I mean, Ruby Storm's great. 5 cards in hand. Chad, do you think that if they can get back the Phoenixes and Ether Gust my Oddity, I'm going to be pretty upset. I don't know that I should do it next turn. If they tap out and I figure out that I can do it, I will. Alright, so they play this tapped. These 2 Phoenix in the graveyard. I think that they're aware of it. They're playing very slowly. We have to be somewhat scared of Lightning Axe as well. Not I'm just a lurker, but I love your stream and how you explain your thoughts. Keep up the good work. Flo writes, lurkers are the lifeblood of the industry, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. Sometimes I don't have anything to say, and I feel like I have to say something because otherwise it's just dead air. And that's often like feels bad. Okay, so they have 2 mana up. I'm not going to just crack my hostile, I don't think. Let's just draw a card. Cityscape Leveler, is that any good? See if this gets countered somehow. If it does, we can bring it back from the grave. I'm going to blow up the biggest Ledger Shredder, I guess. I guess we can also crack it to hostile and then bring it back. Kill the other Ledger Shredder. And then go for an attack for lethal. Or semi-lethal. And I don't think that we can die next turn. So I think that this is actually a fine play. Giving them 2 pieces of useless cardboard. They're left with a bunch of 1/1s that chump Cavalier, but ultimately are relatively weak. I did not see that play until this turn, and that was pretty cool. And I think that they do have Ether Gust. I could have attacked with the elf as well. Maybe I should have. We can maybe even get this online at some point. You can say that's okay here? Yeah. I wish I had anything that drew cards, but they already pressured down a Kiora. Or I guess they did in this game, but... Alright, so they're going to kill my Cavalier. I guess they're going to exile it. Because they axed it first. There's Torch, that's fine. So they got a bunch more tokens. But this is 16 trample, and they have a bunch of 1/1s. And they have to put one of the creatures in front of Cavalier. Then I think everything else has to go for chumps. So they have to put at least 5. So I think they just put 5 things in front of Old Growth Trolls and don't kill them. But maybe they do kill them. 4 in front of trolls and then 1 in front of cityscape. So I guess I should have attacked with elf because then it would have forced a block with pyromancer. I just missed it / didn't expect my thing to die. And I didn't want my elf to die for just a token, but oh well. Maybe next turn I'll have enough trample. So they're at 1 now. So I have 2 cards in hand. Let's hope that they're bad. I kind of think, I mean, they were obviously aware of the Ovenwald oddity situation, and if they tapped out, they were just going to die. But if they had Axe, it was unlikely that they were going to die because I'd have to flip it twice, but maybe I could have. I didn't look. As they took Consider with Free the Fae. There's still a good chance we lose here. If they tap out, though, I still think I can maybe get them with the oddity. I guess they just don't have the land, and they probably have Ether Gust, they just don't have the land. And if they don't get back Phoenix here, they're dead. And if they do get back Phoenix here, they're dead to the Sack Cavalier, get back Oddity. Maybe they're casting Cruise here and they need a land. If they have Cruise here, anything's possible. Okay, it's Gust on Troll. We'll go... I guess bottom. And then they're just dead to Oddity. It's weird, they should have hit this. This is so weird. I feel like they missed the Oddity. I thought that they had it last turn. Oh, maybe I can't activate. I can't sack, activate, flip. Let's do the math here. So we elf sack, put this on top. We tap this for 2. Nykthos Castle. Nykthos is 4, 7, 8. Yeah, it should be enough. I think. Need 11. Maybe it's just short. Let's see. Let me just double check. All right, so we sack this. We put Hydra on top. Hydra costs 4 to cast. Let's see. We go 2, 7, 8. Yeah, and then this is only 9, 10. So I think we're actually 1 short. We're actually 1 short. So maybe we sack Cavalier back, get back Cavalier. Maybe we don't sack at all. I think we're short. If I'm not mistaken, we are short by 1. Sack this. Hydra on top. Nykthos with this. Leaves up an elf castle. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, no, I think it's just right. Oh, this only has a sorcery. My bad. Doesn't matter then. So I guess I could go for a hostile hotel kill next turn. I can go lair. We just hold back Cavalier to block, and then next turn we just go for the hostile hotel kill. Can also sack this for a 4/4 in a turn. Let's start at 1. I think we just go for the hotel kill. Dude, this is hard. I kind of want to sack the 4/4, but the trample next turn might be worth, so I think we'll just sack the elf. I'm hoping that not being able to block one creature doesn't kill me. But we'll make an old growth troll blocker or attacker as well. And then we can sack Lair or the Cavalier depending on what we have left. It'll still transform, then I can attack, and then it'll exile one creature, deal them 1 damage. Starting here with the Treasure Cruise is a nightmare for me. Luckily, it's just opt. What do we lose to? I think we lost to a mirror. And then we had 2 people concede after 1 game. So not the best testing in the whole world. They found another Phoenix. If they can remove this from the table, they can attack me for lethal. And then that means I should have sacked this instead of the elf to have an extra blocker for the PZ, which I didn't account for. And it looks like we're going to be exactly dead. 3, 6, 9. I guess we were dead no matter what because they have a 3rd Phoenix. Or they don't have the removal spell. So we go to 1. Okay. Top card. I guess we'll put Overmold Hydra on top. See, I'll sack this thing. They didn't even let me attack with the hostile hotel. Okay, so what I was going to do is I was going to sacrifice a creature to this. It would transform. And then I'd attack with this and eat 1 creature from a graveyard and deal them 1 damage since they're at 1 life. Oddity also has trample. This has trample. So we could just play Oddity and attack with 2 big trampling creatures. And that was kind of what I was going for. It was kind of like I want to do both things. Or like threaten both things. All right, round number 5. Be on the plate. Opener looks pretty weak. We'll take a mull. This opener is sicko. We'll keep this one for sure. Put back probably Forest. Leyline coming in. If we get to turn 2 Storming the Festival, man, on a mull to 6, please don't Thoughtseize me or kill my elf. Don't Thoughtseize me or kill my elf. Don't Thoughtseize me or kill my elf. No! Alright, now I gotta draw the land that I put back. Alright, we'll play the elf that we drew. And I'm gonna go ahead and play my Nykthos. And now we're in the exact same position as last turn. No Thoughtseize, no Fatal Push. Play your Waste Not, please. Play your Waste Not, please. No! Alright, well, we'll just get our cure down. Oh my god. They had it all, chats. Alright, so now if I draw a land, I can just whack them with a big lair. Fatal Push into... Fatal Push into double Thoughtseize, man. Crazy. Is Pioneer just a nightmare format? Even the good guys are bad guys. Even the good guys are bad guys, chat. And now they're gonna frickin' soar me, I bet. If it's just Fable, I'm breathing a sigh of relief. I'm breathing a sigh of relief, chat. It is just Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Thank God. Thank God it's just Fable. 6, we'll go for Invasion. And if I draw land off of it only, I can go land, attack lair into it. It's basically just Cavalier here, pretty sure. No need for a Cavern in this matchup. So if we get to untap with Cavalier, we should be able to nick those into Storm the Festival. And if our Cavalier dies, we can get back Storm the Festival as well. Tom Bombadil, thanks for the follow. They discarded Duress, Blyset, Pathway. They're digging hard for an answer. Another Fable. I think they're dead, chat. I'll easily block the Goblin Shaman. But they will not offer. It's probably smart. Alright, let's start with 10. So Storm, we got 2 up. We'll go Kiora and another Nykthos, and then we can maybe keep going. Although maybe we just take Invasion, because we have the ability to untap. And but it's so much more mana. But it's one less card to look at. Say just these 2. Top is Trailblazer. Alright, so let's go untap this. We can keep doing things. Let's cast Trailblazer and draw a card, and then we can play another Invasion. And then after we run out of stuff to do, we can send Cavalier at one of the invasions and flip it to draw some cards. Storm? Sure. We'll do that instead. Is that good or bad? I can't tell. Cav Elf? Maybe Cav Forest? Is that... Chat, they went Fatal Pusher, Elf, Double Thoughtseize you, and then they conceded on turn 5. Is that true? I'm gonna go the whole league. No sideboarding, chat. Just no sideboarding in the whole league. I don't care enough. Doesn't matter. Your deck is better usually when you don't side in anything. How am I the hero in this scenario? I'm the one doing super broke stuff. Alright, we're gonna keep this one because they attack our elves pretty heavily. We'll go Leyline into Oath looking for Nykthos, so we can Nykthos on 3. Oh, the invasions been? Invasions have been great since we started playing them because they allow your Kioras and 4/2s to draw more cards. And they never miss, unlike Oath of Nissa, which misses like 1 out of 10. Is there any Amalia out there? We lost to Amalia at the last league we played, okay? Don't bring that hex on me, Ricky Bobby. Why should you put that evil on me? I'll probably take the Oath of Nissa if I had to guess. Which is a huge win for Oath of Nissa fans. Alright, we'll go Lair. Lair. And we'll just hope we draw Nykthos or a way to dig for it. But that's why we play those things that dig for it. Maybe we need to play more things that find it proper. There was an 80 card Yorion build of this deck that played Archdruid's Charm. They could go get it. All right, Torpor Orb's super annoying. But we can just beat them with big stuff. Attack them to death with large monsters. Are you scared? Are you scared, opponents? I think I'm just going to kill them with Lair of the Hydra. What do you think, chat? We're going to start with another ley line. We're not going to play things that they can interact with. Fable, oh, the Mirror Breaker. Alright. No land, though. Hog. Let's play a Storm. This can still get Cure, which can untap stuff. Is this an ETB? As Siege enters, choose an opponent to protect it. You and others can tag it. When it enters the battlefield, and this says creatures, so we can still do this, which is great. Still find Cavalier. So this won't have an ETB or draw off Kiora, but we are just juicing up our Lair of the Hydras for next turn. And we will be able to animate both of them next turn. Alright, they discarded Vein Ripper and a Sulphur Springs. Chat, they played a Grafdigger's Cage and a Torpor Orb, and I think I'm still going to beat them. It's pretty funny to me. I don't know if it's funny to you, but it's pretty funny to me. Troll doesn't go on a creature anymore, which is important to note. Soren, let's see if they Vein Ripper. They're putting something in, and they discarded a Vein Ripper. So there's the Ripper. I guess I'll put both of them in front of it. That's fine. Maybe blocking this is wrong, because it maybe makes it so that they can't die. I didn't do the math on my lairs. That was a mistake. But we get to force the Vein Ripper to block here. Alright, so this one, and then this one is free to cast, because when I untap, I get to make the same amount of mana. So I'll just make 2 11s. 12 and a 10. Slight mistake. We're missing 1 damage, but I'm not going to undo it. Alright, so we can send the 2 creatures at face, and they have to block 1. And then the other one can go at the Soren to make sure that we don't randomly lose in some other way. Maybe it goes after the invasion. So this forces the block on one of the lands. I think that's fine. I think killing the Soren is better than hitting them for 5. And we still force the chump block on the lair, so. But we should have dealt them 1 more damage. And now, even if they have a Wrath effect, they're still dead to lairs, which is sick. But this is also why I don't really want Pick Your Poison in the matchup, right? It's unnecessary. We put them in spots where they... Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we went 4-1. We lost to only the Mirror. Let's talk about the things I liked and didn't like about this build. For starters, the lands. Hostile, the Cavern of Souls, and the Castle Garenbrig are like the 3 flex lands that were the Sunken Citadels, and they never hurt me. In 5 matches, they never hurt me. That isn't to say that they will never hurt you, but in 5 matches, they did not hurt me. And I think that's mostly due to the strength of Leyline of the Guild Pact, which we're aggressively mulliganing for in a lot of our opening hands. The Cavernous Souls are mostly there for Azorius control. The hostile is there because I want to try it, and it won me a game, being able to have an unblockable damage dealer. With that said, I'll probably cut the hostile and play a second Old World Oddity main deck, but I really like the Cityscape Leveler, and there was a turn where I got to go Cityscape, sack it, bring back Cityscape to kill 2 Ledger Shredders. And if I hadn't done that, I absolutely would have lost that match. And so maybe the hostile with the Cityscape is a nice little package. And I do quite like having a Cityscape main deck with Cavalier of Thorns. Second Boseiju, still not sold on. Every time I channel it, I feel like I'm losing. Every time I draw the second one in my opener, I feel like I'm losing. Tail Swipe, we didn't play against a creature-based deck, so I didn't bring it in. Pick your poison. We didn't bring it in against vampires, but I think that's fine. Our Emrakul, 2 Nissa, and the Cavernous Souls package is there for Azorius control. We didn't play against it, but I still think that having that package for a tough matchup that's going to be somewhat popular is good. Main deck is basically stock at this point. I think that this one Cityscape Leveler and the mana is like the only thing that can really change. And if you cut the Cityscape, it's just supposed to be a second Overworld Oddity, and then you can change hostile to another forest or maybe some other utility land. That's gonna do it for Stock Green. Make sure to check out our sponsors. We're sponsored by Games and Comics Paradise. They're a game store out of Fairfax, Virginia, specializing in trading card games. Make sure to head out to their website, gcparodice.com, or check out their home store in Fairfax, Virginia, and pick up some singles today. From Disney's Lorcana, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, they got it all. Big shout out to Apex Gaming. They're a game store out of Caldwell, Ohio, with a tournament series that Ross Merriam and myself do commentary for. We'll be there not this weekend, but next weekend, the 12th, 13th, 14th weekend of July. Or, no, not next weekend. I don't know. We're having a double Modern Open weekend on the 12th, 13th, 14th weekend. So make sure to head on out to Caldwell, Ohio. You can sign up on Spice Rack. Check out their website at apexgaming.gg. Shout out to moxfield.com. They're a great website for building and sharing deck lists with your friends. If you're looking for this particular deck list, make sure to check the link description below if you're watching this on YouTube. You can also hit ! Deck or deck list in chat if you're watching this live, and find a link to our Moxfield page where you can find all the decks that we play on the channel. Lastly, my name's Tandy. I write strategy articles. I do coaching. You can find me on patreon.com/Tandy if you're interested in either of those things, and we'll get you hooked up. Sideboard guides, new decks. We've been working a lot on Modern Horizons 3 brews lately. I have a full sideboard guide for the Mommy Green build of this deck, which is only slightly different than what you're looking at now. Full 15 deck sideboard guide for your last few RCQs. Check it out at patreon.com/Tandy. Thanks for watching, everyone. We didn't get to the Road to Perdition deck today. I'll probably save that for tomorrow, but I'm going to be done for today. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you next time.